Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it goes back to the good guy with a gun theory of, the pro-gun people. Well, a good guy with a gun will stop it, and not always. In fact, the vast majority of the time, the good guy with the gun is standing there shocked, just like everybody else.
Right.
I mean,
but at the same time, after 9/11, and after the flight that went down in the farmer's field in Pennsylvania, it's let's roll. We the people. You have to do something about this. You can't just say, "Oh well, this is the police's job," or "This is we'll have to wait for somebody in authority to do something about this." No, if somebody's being killed, you're expected to keep that from happening. And again, it's like okay, most people don't think that way. Most people just say, "Well, no, we can't have that," and it's like, well. I would assume that the victim in this case would have been pretty grateful if somebody had done that. Just any time in the 9 minutes, I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you do this. I'm going to tackle you. And if you want to pull out your pepper spray or your taser or whatever it is that you've got on it that you use on people interfering with an arrest, go ahead. But this isn't an arrest. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing institutionalized murder.
yep, I totally agree.
Okay, well, let's see where. Oh, I love your story. I guess, has nobody heard this one? In my motorcycle club, I inherited it. My dad put me in charge. I'm the president. It's a long story. We had a guy who was the rabbi. He was Jewish. His name was Jeff Melcher. I say was because he died. Anyway, Jeff was at a family function when somebody told this joke. This is where we start getting into what are you allowed to say and what are you not allowed to say. An 80-year-old Jew wins the lottery, and it was a record-breaking jackpot, like $200 million, just huge. And a young female reporter was meant to interview him, and she asked him, "Mr. Feldstein, what are you going to do with all that money?" And Mr. Feldstein replied, "The first thing I'm going to do is build a big statue of Adolf Hitler." And the reporter, taken aback, she quickly recovers and asks, "Adolf Hitler? Why would you do that? You're Jewish." And Mr. Feldstein pulls up his sleeve and says, "Because he gave me the winning number." It's like, yeah, that's a very funny joke. And everybody laughs, and Jeff notices his uncle sitting there with a quizzical look on his face. And he asks his uncle, "What's wrong?" His uncle pulls up his sleeve and says, "Dan, too many numbers," which is how Jeff found out his uncle was a Holocaust survivor. The family had never talked about it. As Mark Twain is quoted as saying, "Humor is tragedy plus time." But that is one of those jokes that you better be Jewish and you better be a Holocaust survivor to tell that one.
I can't remember when Jeff told me the story, who told the joke, if it was one of the members of his family or if it was a family friend or something. But he said, I mean, just his uncle was sitting there for a little bit, and he was kind of worried because his uncle, everybody, he kind of chuckled, but then he kind of, was acting weird. And that's when his uncle pulled his sleeve up. And I went, you're not supposed to joke about the Holocaust. There's nothing funny about the Holocaust. Jerry Lewis proved you can't make jokes about the Holocaust. And yet, here's a joke about the Holocaust that, because of that situation, is just absolutely funny to me every time I think of it. I always chuckle because, damn, too many numbers is just the perfect punchline. And you can only do it once.
That happened to Harvey Kurtzman as well with one of his Fumetti books, where he tried making a Adolf Eichmann joke. In one of his, here's a photo of Adolf Eichmann, and here's his funny word balloon. And everybody pleaded with him, "Please don't do this, please don't do this." Spiegelman participated in it because Iran was doing let's make fun of the Holocaust sort of thing, and Art Spiegelman went, oh, okay, I'll do a funny Holocaust cartoon, and it's like, you really, really don't want to go there, but some people it's just lost to a flame.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between you shouldn't make a joke about that and you can't make a joke about that. Shouldn't implies that, yes, it's possible, but really, if you're in good taste, you won't. And can't is the challenge of, I'm sure I could.
Right. And also, I live in a democracy. You have to be very, very careful about deciding what people can and can't say, because it's not really any of your business. I don't go snooping around what you read, going, this shouldn't be allowed to exist. It's like, it's democracy. If somebody thinks it needs to exist, it needs to exist. If that's, gay people normalizing homosexuality to, 9-year-old kids in a library setting, which happens, is, that's what living in a democracy is about. You can only have Washington or you can only have Beijing. There really isn't. Justin Trudeau's trying to find a way to sit on the fence between them. So you're getting along with Beijing and you're getting along with Washington. And it's like, not going to happen. You have to know the difference between freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of belief, freedom from belief if you're somebody who doesn't want to believe, definitely doesn't want to be forced to believe. But they're two completely different things. Just ask the people of Hong Kong right now whether they think that there's a difference between Washington and Beijing. Anybody trying to draw a correlation between the two, no, I really don't think that you've thought that through or thought it through very, very effectively.
Right.